Barca News: Barcelona key defensive duo likely to miss Las Palmas clash. As Barcelona prepare to resume their La Liga campaign after the international break, they take on UD Las Palmas on Saturday night at Estadio Olímpic Luis Companys. With the 2-week international hiatus now done with, manager Xavi Hernandez is able to call upon all his players for the training session today, along with a few youngsters from the reserve and youth ranks. However, as per Mundo Deportivo, 2 key players are unlikely to be ready for Saturday's game against Las Palmas. Araujo, Christensen likely to miss the game. Indeed, as per the report, key defensive duo Ronald Araujo and Andreas Christensen are likely to be available to face Las Palmas this weekend. Araujo returned to Barcelona from Uruguay's camp earlier than anticipated, allegedly due to some physical discomfort. As for Christensen, the Dane never travelled to play for Denmark during the international break as he was forced to withdraw from the squad due to a minor issue he suffered before the Atletico Madrid game. Christensen could miss Las Palmas clash. Neither issues are serious, but both Araujo and Christensen did not train with the group on Wednesday and are not participating today either. As such, there is a strong chance that the pair does not feature against Las Palmas on Saturday, with their return directly taking place for the UEFA Champions League quarter-finals first leg against PSG on April 10. Faye, in back to replace the pair. As per the report, Xavi has also called upon Barca Athletics defensive duo Mamadou Mbak Fall and Mika Faye to train with the first team squad today. Faye is coming on the back of a morale-boosting debut for the Senegalese national team in which he even scored a wonder goal. Meanwhile, Mbak has impressed enough to be called up to train with the seniors on a semi-regular basis. And the African defensive duo might have a great opportunity to make it to the matchday squad for the Las Palmas encounter. Barca News: Barcelona manager Xavi sues a journalist over false claims. Barcelona manager Xavi Hernandez's statements in the press after the win against Napoli earlier this month caused quite the wave. Responding to an article from a journalist, Ramon Bessa, who had termed the Blaugrana as the buffoons of the Champions League, the 44-year-old tactician had hit out, saying, "I told the players to stay calm, nobody was going to die today. The press was saying we were the buffoons in the Champions League." Unfair criticism from journalists. Was that necessary? Are we still the buffoons? On the same night, another journalist, Manuel Jabois, speaking on El Largaro, stated that he had also received messages from Xavi reproaching him for an article he had written. "It was Xavi, but I'm not going to tell you because it was in private. It was through messages and it was a pretty dirty thing and he didn't say it in public and that's it," Jabois had said. Xavi sues Jabois. Now, though, Sport reports that Xavi has taken legal action against Jabois and has sued over false claims made by him on El Largaro. Xavi has filed a lawsuit against a journalist. It must be noted that the following day after making those comments, Manuel Jabois published an article in El País in which he somewhat clarified his words, but Xavi considers he had been untruthful and has taken legal measures. Club sources assure that they have already contacted the journalist and that, in a private conversation, he acknowledged that Xavi had neither called nor written to him. Apparently, according to Barca, Xavi does not know who Manuel Jabois is nor does he have his contact. As such, the Barcelona head coach is prepared to go all the way to make Manuel Jabois retract the false statements he made during his interview. If there is no rectification, the lawsuit will continue, according to the Blaugrana entity. Barca News: Barcelona would be open to selling midfield megastar if a great offer arrives. The upcoming summer transfer window promises to be a crucial one for FC Barcelona as they will once again work around their financial problems to improve the squad with the necessary signings. As has already been reported, Barcelona will need to make at least a couple of important sales in order to return to the 1-1 rule, so that they can go about their business in the transfer market as normal. As such, names like Ronald Araujo, Andreas Christensen, Rafinha, and even Robert Lewandowski have been touted as possible candidates to be sold, although the Blaugrana insist they do not intend on selling any of their important players. Barcelona would not mind listening to offers for Frenkie de Jong, another player who has often been linked with a sale each time Barcelona need a financial boost is Frenkie de Jong. The Blaugrana came very close to parting ways with the Dutchman back in 2022, but he dug his heels in and refused to leave. The 26-year-old has always maintained that he is happy at the club and even lashed out at the media for telling lies about his contract and salary and his future. Now, though, as reports that Barcelona would not mind selling De Jong in the summer if great offers were to arrive for him. While the Dutchman is indeed an integral part of the team, this season, Barca have shown that they can perform ably in his absence, most recently in the games against Napoli and Atletico Madrid. Frenkie de Jong is currently injured. Some within Barcelona have questions. The report states that while nobody has any doubts about de Jong's quality and footballing abilities, there are some who question whether he is deserving of the high salary he is currently on. Furthermore, there are also those who demand more